What's up, y'all? Eric Johnson back with y'all again with a huge, big, humongous, gargantuan story coming out of the mainstream media and news. Pop sensation, Miss Big Girl Lizzo is out here getting sued by three of her former dancers. They accused the Grammy winner of sexual harassment and alleged that the singer and her production company created a hostile work environment. And she was being fat phobic to, the big girls who was, the background dancers in her crew. So it's kind of crazy that somebody who's on the heavy side can be out here talking about the next big person. So that's kind of real crazy. It's kind of like Lizzo's being fat phobic, since like big people like to, use that term and just have that around, just tossing it around like them pushing away a salad. But besides that, I'm gonna get into the story. This is coming from apnews.com. I'm getting this article. I'm back, y'all. I had some technical difficulties. If y'all can hear me, we back rolling like meatballs off a kitchen table. Like I was saying, coming from the Los Angeles article of apnews.com, Lizzo has been sued by three former dancers who accused the Grammy winner of sexual harassment and alleged the singer and her production company created a hostile work environment. The civil lawsuit filed Tuesday in Los Angeles County Superior Court claims that Lizzo pressured the dancers to engage with new performers at a club in Amsterdam and shamed one of them for her weight gain before firing her. It's kind of crazy that somebody that's on the heavy side will be out here, putting their fat phobic rhetoric out here for another so-called, heavyset girl. That's kind of real crazy. It is like me as a black person being out here trying to cause trouble amongst my black brothers and sisters who are uncoded B1. It doesn't make any damn sense. She fired her because of her weight gain. They shamed her for her weight gain. The plaintiffs for this case are Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Nolel Rodriguez. They make numerous charges, including sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assaults, and false imprisonment. So she got a slew of allegations coming from her and her team. These are big, big, big allegations, if y'all catch my drift. These are, major big charges coming from the Lizzo camp. And I just want to know how she's going to handle this heavy set situation. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to make it, more, entertaining while reporting these stories. But these are big charges coming out of her camp. The legal complaint seeks unspecific damages and names Melissa Vivali Jefferson, known professionally as Lizzo. That's her slave name that her parents gave her. That's her born name. Her production company, Big Girl, Big Touring Incorporated, and Shirley Quingely, captain of the performers dance team. Representatives for Lizzo didn't immediately respond to these big allegations to emails seeking comment on this huge lawsuit. Thank y'all for being in the building. Thumbs up the video. We got two people in the building rocking and rolling. Leave your comments in the chat if you have any extra information on this big, big, humongous, situation that Lizzo's going through. The court filing claims that after performing a concert in Amsterdam, Lizzo and her crew attended a sexually themed show at a club in the city's notorious red light district, where Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers. During the show, Lizzo led a chant pressuring Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women performing at the club, the filing states. So she was out here pressuring her background dancers to be in alleged sexual, performances, and to be getting nude to embarrass themselves and to do something that's uncomfortable and unprofessional while working on a job, let alone doing something outside of the workplace. That's real disgusting. Finally, the chorus became overwhelming in a mortified Miss Davis. Um, I think he said quisted. I probably mispronounced that word. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. In an attempt to bring an end to the chants, the complaint states plaintiffs were pressured with little how regard Lizzo showed for her bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people whom she employed. Lizzo, who routinely champions body positivity, I guess, is also accused of calling out Davis for her weight gain. How's she gonna be about body positivity, but she calling out one of her big sisters, one of her big girls who's supposed to be a part of her team? She calling them out for weight gain. That don't make no sense. How can a fat motherfucker call out another fat motherfucker for being overweight? Like, if you're gonna be a big person, you need to be out here being positive as a big person. See, I know big people all my life, man, that not real emotional about their weight. Some big dudes out here can Jones better than some of the skinny dudes, but Lizzo is a character, basically, when it comes to her music and when it comes to her antics, because we haven't forgot what she did at the Lakers game. We haven't forgot what she did at the Lakers game. We haven't forgot what she did with the flutes. And that flute was owned by the fourth president of the United States, James Madison, who owned 118 slaves. I'm getting this from the Secure.Understanding Prejudice website, and it got the information on James Madison. It says that although James Madison knew slavery was wrong, he remained a large slaveholder throughout his adult life. This motherfucker owned 118 slaves. So how you gonna say that you don't agree with slavery, but you was owning over 100 slaves throughout your whole life? That don't make no sense. In private letters, Madison referred to slavery as a dreadful commodity in a sad blot on our free country. It wasn't so free that you was owning 118 slaves, sir. And he wrote to Francis Wright on September 1st, 1825. What's up, LB? How you doing, brother? I'm gonna let you on in a couple of minutes. Let me just chop this big, huge, humongous situation that's going on with Lizzo up for a couple of more minutes if you're available, brother. Salute to you. Subscribe to my brother LB. Like I was saying, the magnitude of this evil among us is so deeply felt and is universally acknowledged that no merit could be greater than that of devising a satisfactory remedy of it. Yet Madison never emancipated his slaves, despite a promise he made to do so. So this motherfucker was out here making promises about trying to free his slaves, but ain't never did it. That's like me being at my job and they promised me that I'm gonna get a raise. 6 months later, the raise don't come. Oh, you gonna get the raise, Eric? A year later, you gonna get the raise. 5 years later, that raise is coming, Eric. 10 years later, we know it's a decade. You've been here for 15 years, Eric. We gonna give you that raise now, brother. We gonna give you that raise. Just promise it. Look in my eyes. We gonna give you that raise, brother. They ain't gonna give you shit. Just like James Madison didn't free these slaves that he owned throughout his pathetic life. Now, this dude was a former president of the United States, the fourth president of the United States, from what I heard through the grapevine. But he was out here owning slaves. But Lizzo had her big fat ass out here, playing the flute of James Madison, who owned 118 slaves. Yet Madison never emancipated his slaves. Okay, I already read that. Despite a promise he made to do so, and he advocated sending black people to Africa rather than abolishing slavery or freeing slaves in America. Madison wrote on October 20th, 1789, neither the good of the society nor the happiness of the individuals restored to freedom is promoted by such a change in their condition. In a written response to questions posed by I don't even know how to say this dude's name. His last name is Morse. In 1823, Madison described free blacks as genuinely idle and depraved, appearing to retain in bad qualities of the slaves with whom they continue to associate without quitting any of the good ones of the whites. Elsewhere, Madison wrote that black people were marked by physical and lasting, I don't even know how to say this other name, and that they had a nature of have ritual repugnance to labor. So this motherfucker basically saying we don't know what to do if we was going to be free. So that's why he didn't free the slaves. But let me get back to this huge, humongous story coming from the big girl known as Lizzo. Let me just go to my phone and exit out of this, get some more information on this huge situation going on with the big girl Lizzo. And if anybody want to come in and give their thoughts and perspective about this huge, humongous situation going on with the girl Lizzo, you know, Mrs. Body Positivity, being sued by her former dancers for sexual harassment, fat shaming, fat phobic rhetoric, and you know, just more extreme, you know, crazy situations going on with her over there. I will go to more stories on this situation. All right, I already read that. Okay. Davis was fired in May for recording a meeting during which Lizzo had given out notes to dancers about their performances, according to the complaint. She served as a judge on the singer's reality show Lizzo Watch Out for the Big Girls, and that is with three R's with an L and S, not GIRLS. It's GRRRLS. So she didn't even have the brain matter to even spell girls right. She spelled it in a ratchet, grotesque way. GRRRLS. She put three R's in the word girls, so she definitely don't know how to spell. She is accused in the lawsuit of pushing her Christian beliefs onto dancers. So how she gonna be a Christian person? We see out here causing a jig. She out here doing minstrel show dances. She out here twerking at Lakers games with Rikishi themed thongs up her butt crack. And that's not alleged. I'm just out here just spitting the facts and keeping it real. This don't make no sense. How you gonna be a Christian person when you out here doing devilish stuff in God's culture? That don't make no sense. Let me see. It says that she referred to one of the plaintiffs as a non-believer and told co-workers that no job and no one will stop me from talking about the Lord. Earlier this year, Lizzo won the Grammy for a record. I'm about to let you on, brother LB. Give me a couple of seconds. Earlier this year, Lizzo won the Grammy for Record of the Year for her hit About a Damn Time, a global tour supporting her fourth studio album, which I have never heard a day in my life. 2022 special wrapped up last month. What's up, brother LB? How you doing?
What's up, Eric? You know what I'm saying? Thanks for letting me on. Um, there was no way I was talking about this gelatinous gargantuan giant on my YouTube channel. Um, the fact of the matter, you know, I'm glad you tagged me on this. Because one, I don't care about Lizzo. As far as I'm concerned, they could tie a crane to her ass, and she could take out the side of a Dunkin' Donuts when they do demolitions and shit. Um, Look, this is another case of when white supremacy breaks its tools, right? They have no more use for her at all. They don't have no more use for her. Like, she's out there playing that flute from James Madison and all that, you know what I'm saying? Thinking she was doing something. Thinking, I mean, you would figure if you know the history behind that, or if you didn't know the history behind that, then you would go research the history behind that. But no, you wanted to be the white media's minstrel show. And how she could be sitting up here talking about fat shaming people and all that? Is she ashamed that she's out here looking at the goddamn? When she look at the goddamn mirror, she gotta have a double wide mirror and shit. And she's sitting up here talking about fat shaming people. Bitch, you got some nerve. You there, Eric?
Yeah, on here, brother. I'm trying not to go to the hospital because you out here roasting and toasting her like a turkey on Thanksgiving, brother.
But look, the how can she sit up here fat shaming people? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? Who lied to you and told you was 150 pounds? Your shit is 150 pounds. You are 350 pounds. Your ass should be trying out for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm pretty sure training camp is going on right now. They need a
Man,
right
we don't
tackle
want her,
right now.
man. We don't want her on our team, nigga. I wouldn't even put her as a defensive tackle on the Georgia Bulldogs defense. We finna leave.
Shit, hey, and while you at it, bring some. You get some more Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Some more Sanders out there be tackling people in the crowd and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be right there, dynamic duo like Lawrence Taylor and Carl Banks, and or Dexter Manley and Charles Mann, or Leon Lett and uh goddamn Jack Del Rio, right? Y'all could be that dynamic duo, right? Well, hey, Lizzo, your gelatinous ass could, you can clear out the offensive line with your titties and your stank pussy, and got that Simone Sanders come right up the rear, right? And she can make that tackle as whatever running back trying to get through the A gap. Y'all be a ferocious duo. But yeah, am I surprised that Lizzo is getting her comeuppance? No, I am not. And she deserved this shit because when we tried to tell her about herself, going to the Lakers game, being the proverbial minstrel show, what her fan base do? Oh, y'all just hating on Lizzo. Let that girl live her life. Let that girl, bitch, shut your hood rat ass up. Anybody talking to you?
This my boy LB, man.
That's the thing, Eric. This bitch had the nerve to call herself trying to shoot her shot at Captain America. She had nerve. So let me get this straight. Chris Evans, Captain America, right? This man is, I'm not trying to go into no homosexual tendencies here, but you got to understand the context of it. This man is physically fit. Lizzo, you are not physically fit. What are you trying to do? You trying to fuck Captain America and crush his ribcage and shit? What the fuck are you trying to do? You trying to get you some white chocolate? So ain't no big fat black man good enough, right? Bruce ain't good enough for you. You had to shoot your shot at Captain America. See, that's that delusional shit I'm talking about. Because you got these fat hoes out here, no different than them fat hoes that be working at McDonald's, eating up all the goddamn chicken nuggets on break. Talk about, I want a man with a six-pack and 6 figures and 6 inches of long dick. Where the fuck your pussy at? We need a search party to find your pussy, and you sitting up here talking about 666 like it's some mark of the beast. Get your ass out of here.
And I want to say shout out to Carl Anthony Towns. I know this nigga scarred for life because he had to witness that at that Lakers game. So I feel for you, brother. We need to start a GoFundMe because I know your eyes was discombobulated. You was like Stevie Wonder when you seen all that booty, bro. I feel pain, brother, because when I seen the picture, I was like, this don't make no damn sense. You making all big heavy set women in our community bad.
Right. Now, you know what? I wasn't gonna do no video on Lizzo, but just for that now, just cause you got me fired up, Eric, we about to slow roast a goddamn pig on my YouTube channel. Watch. We about
And
to have
shout out to Two Rock for TV because he was the first person to report on this too, man. Because he always dropping that heat. So I had to come on here and flame ball. This grotesque, heavyset individual known as Lizzo. This is a huge story. This story was so big, I had to report on it, man. This story was so big, Bone Crusher couldn't even choke slam her ass. So the power of the Brothers of Destruction couldn't even choke slam her ass. So it was up to me and brother LB on the panel to report on this story because I know it was something in the back of my mind that my brain had to go through and just say, I know LB gonna say something about this, and that's why I tagged you. I was like, I hope LB come on here, man, because I know he's gonna, hit the tag team 3D move on some ECW shit.
Man, look, I'm scared of picking up Lizzo, man. You know what I'm saying? I already got back problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw my back out, try to pick her ass up for some goddamn 3D. Well, now, what I can do, on the other hand, I could tie a box of Popeyes to the back of a truck and then, drive that bitch down the street, have her chase that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga stupid, man. Her ass look like 2 sponge cakes stuck together. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on out here, man? And she the last person to be calling somebody fat. I'm like,
right?
You're a big girl. Just like, how you gonna be about body positivity, but you out here shaming one of your heavyset sisters and doing alleged sexual harassment stories? You out here in the red light district in Amsterdam having your background dancers do alleged sexual acts. That don't make no sense.
What? in Amsterdam. She said she was doing sex acts in Amsterdam. Well, I mean, what kind of shit were they doing? Or
Yeah,
they ain't
I'm
going to
about to
specific.
I'm about to get you the story now, but I ain't gonna go to a split on it on some X videos Brazzers lingo, cause your brother just got his strikes off. I'm a free man and
Oh
I'm
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to get
yeah. I don't
monetized.
want you getting. I don't want you getting no strikes on this channel, whatnot. Oh, we have to put this out there. The opinions that are stated on this YouTube channel are strictly that of Eric Johnson and the Sports and Political channel of LB and nobody else. Now, also, we have the right to our opinion. So if you don't like the opinions that we state on this YouTube channel, this is your time to leave because what we gonna say could traumatize some people, right? So listener discretion is advised. I just wanted to throw that out there to protect you, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, thank you, my brother. I'm glad you did that. I thought it was like a gangster's promo back in I forgot their wrestling shit back in the day when the gangsters used to do their promos and stuff. The views of the gangsters did not reflect on Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Yeah, I had to do that. Yeah, I did. But yeah, I'm about to get you the. I'm about to go to the story right now because I was saying it earlier in the live stream. All right, I'm about to get the information now. It's saying the court filing claims after a performance in a concert in Amsterdam, Lizzo and her crew attended a sexually themed show at a club in the city's notorious red light district.
Hey, shit be going crazy in the red light district, bro. I'm telling you, all bets are off in the red light district, bro.
All right.
Look,
It said it
look, in
says
Amsterdam, like no cap, like me being in the military, I get to, I was, during my 20 years, I get to go to some of these places and shit like that. Look, in Amsterdam, bro, look, I can't stress to you that all bets are off over there. Hey, them and when they tell us, oh, you can't go to these places and shit like that, the red light district, that's one of like the off limit spots, right? And guess who we be finding there? Them damn same officers that tell us we can't go there. Oh, what the fuck you doing out here? Well, what you doing out here? Don't worry about that. Look, as long as you don't say something, I won't say nothing.
yeah, you got to get in where you fit in, and this is a heavy situation to be stuck in. But let me keep on with this story. It said that Lizzo began. Yeah, you like how I did that. I had to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
strong. Had to come heavy and strong with the story. So let me just put some more weight on it. Lizzo
Yeah.
began. All right, I'm sorry about that. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the new performers. During the show, Lizzo led a chant pressuring Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women performing at the club. The filing states. Finally, the chorus became overwhelming. In a mortified Miss Davis was shocked and discouraged in attempting to bring an end to the chants. The complaint states plaintiffs were against with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people who see employed. Now get this. It said Lizzo who routinely champions body positivity is also accused of calling out Davis for her weight gain after accusing the dancer for not being committed to her role.
I mean, how she gonna sit up there and tell people they're committed to their role when she not even committed to her fucking diet plan? When she go to her dietitian on Friday and hey, so where we at on your weight loss journey? Oh, I'm sorry. I had a 16 piece of Popeyes the night before, so I had to satisfy my cravings. Bitch.
That nigga said satisfy is crazy like it's a Snickers candy bar. You motherfucking crazy boy.
And then she going in to break down top of her mental health. Motherfucker, you need to worry about your physical health. Before you start to talk about, oh man, my mental health. Why? So when you go in your deep dark depression, what you gonna do? You gonna have you go to the law offices of Ben and Jerry's? Huh? You go to the nearest supermarket, get you a case of Haagen and Dazs, right? How do you battle a deep dark depression, huh? You sitting up here talking about people's mental health. You ain't got no room to talk about nobody's mental health and your physical health. You gotta look down. When you look. When I look down, I should be able to see my dick. Okay, like when a woman looks down, she should be able to see her belt line and that little and a piece of her love slit. But if I gotta have a search party to go find that shit, you're fat. You're too damn fat. Now, I look. This might be a heavy burden on me, right? Because I don't like shaming people, right? So this is a heavy burden on me right now. This is something I'm straining to lift up as I'm spouting this stuff, talking about a fat gelatinous Whataburger. Oh, I'm sorry, a extremely heavy set individual who will tip the Richter scale when she takes a step. But I'm sorry, Ed, go ahead.
This nigga like the WCW Judy Bagwell on the pole match. We got to use forklifts to get this story out. It's too heavy, bro. But the plaintiffs' names are Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Norel Rodriguez. They make numerous charges, including sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assault, and false imprisonment. So you telling me she was on her some taking lingo shit? So we were gonna have to search. We were gonna have to search for these dancers like the dude off Taken. We have a special set of skills, and I will not stop to have and I will not stop and not rest until these background dancers are free from the almighty Lizzo, aka M Bison from Street Fighter. I'm telling you, man, this story is too heavy for me, bro. I don't know if I can handle this story no more, man. I just had to come on here and just
Man, I gotta
make a
drop it because it's too heavy. I gotta drop it. Man, too
Lord.
hot. Too hot, baby. Do,
And it,
do.
and it's so many things I can say about her, man, as a minstrel show character. But I'm just leave that for all the other people to, get their feelings and get their bites into it. Their numerous, bites into it. Because this is a hairy story. It can feed a family of four. So, I ain't gonna be greedy and just keep the story all to myself. I already know everybody on YouTube and Twitter and just everybody all around the world is trying to give their perspective on this heavy, grotesque, giant situation. This story is so big. I don't even think the Big Show can choke slam this story, man. It's just so heavy, man.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to start doing finishing moves on the ground. I might have to get my Scotty 2 Hottie on. I'm gonna start doing the worm. I'm gonna need to do the rolling thunder like RVD used to do back in the day in ECW. I'm gonna have to do a dive in the head, but like Killer Chris Benoit or something. I'm gonna have to see if I can put this story into a sharpshooter. But this story is so thick and heavy, just like her thighs, that I don't even know how I can turn her over and get it into the submission.
Man, look, she could be the new Awesome Kong, okay? And I mean, you already dressed like Awesome Kong. You know what I'm saying? All we need to do is get you the MMA gloves and all that. You can take your take your big ass in the ring and finish, and your finishing move be similar to Earthquake when you like jump around his victim like 3 times and shit, and then you run one side, then you run to the other side and splat. There'd be a fucking grease spot right there in the goddamn ring.
Be like Typhoon, or it'd be like Brock Lesnar trying to do a superstar press without breaking his neck. It'd just be that heavy. So it's just real crazy. But this story was. If this story didn't happen, because me, I ain't a big Lizzo fan. I mean, she's talented. I mean, for what she does as a minstrel show character, though. But in a system of white supremacy, we don't need minstrel show characters like this out here because we already got babbling, none word having ass Negroes out here. Roland Martin, that nigga heavier than a Thanksgiving dinner, on a Friday afternoon. So we don't need more heavy stories out here of these, minstrel show characters, having a one-way trip on the coon train. But It just goes to show you that white supremacy has tools, and they always will break their tools and get rid of them. Lizzo is getting her wake up call. It's like a powdered donut slapping her in the face. It might have some jelly in it, or it might just have like a cream filling in it. We know she's gonna eat it, but it ain't gonna feel the same like when you used to be out here doing all your minstrel showings. Sort of like Sergio de Bergerac, if y'all know who that is. But this is why we need people like LB out here to be giving his perspective, and definitely me. And I'm gonna say rest in peace to the Sandman, because when you have people like this out here doing stuff like this.
My bad. I had to get that one in there.
Okay, that's what's up. I was like, damn, you doing Scott Steiner theme song? Were you calling the police on her? Damn.
No, no. Whenever so back in the day, right, or Showtime the Apollo, whenever they had amateur night, and whenever the crowd boos loud enough, that's when that alarm sounds, and then the Sandman Sins will come out, get that person up out of there. Then they start doing dances and shit.
That's what's up. We need who's those
Rest in
people
peace.
in who's those people in WWE who's to wear those white shirts? Right the uncensored. We need right the uncensored out here,
Right
man.
the censor, or right
Yeah.
the censor. Right the censor.
All right,
We
my
need
bad.
right.
Right the censor. We need right the censor out here, man, because there's a lot of stuff out here that's going on with her in this heavy big situation. We need right the censor out here, man. This is not suitable for children's eyes, let alone grown people's eyes, man. I
You
need
know
to get
what I
on my
feel bad? You know one entity I feel bad for?
who?
The toilet. Every
Lord.
time I listen to her fat ass on the toilet, I pray for that toilet. Any moment, that motherfucker could explode.
It'll be like that Dave Chappelle skit when he was on the toilet and he blew up.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
Lord.
kinds of corn and lima beans and all that shit. Hey, speaking of Chappelle show, remember that skit where Redman was in that motherfucker? You talk about he got some enzymes that do all this. It breaks down the shit. It, it got all this enzyme to do all that breaking down and shit. And you got all kinds of corn and lima beans. And you tell that white girl talk about go do something with that pancake ass bitch.
Yeah, I remember that skit. That shit was funny as hell, bro.
That damn funny to the bitch. But yeah, Awesome Kong. That's what I call Lizzo, Awesome Kong.
I call her Mammy from the Gone with the Wind, though, but we can take that.
Hey, but when music career is over with, right? I mean, whatever happened to them girdles that be wearing and shit? Don't they got them girdles that? Don't they got them girdles that's supposed to kind of hide the fat and shit?
Yeah, they still make those, but she a body positivity type person, so she don't need all those. She want to sell all those neck rolls and those busted pack of hot dogs and stuff. But how are you gonna be out here talking about body positivity and you out here fat shaming and giving your fat phobic rhetoric? See, they done made up them a word. You're being fat phobic. I'm like, what is that? How you a fat son of a bitch out here who got more neck rolls than the Michelin man? How you gonna be out here talking about you being fat phobic and you out here fat shaming another person that ain't did nothing to you? Like, if you're a person who has a company and you got people around here working for you, making your shit better, knowing damn well you be up on stage just sweating and just doing all types of stuff that people do not need to be seeing, but they giving your show the limelight what it needs to be, and you out here fat shaming them, and you a heavy set person yourself. It's like being the opposite of this, like me being a crackhead, and I'm out here smoking crack, and I'm in a crack house, same as you, like it's some New Jack City shit. Hey man, you need to stop smoking crack. You need to get your shit together. That dude gonna look at you like, nigga, you in the same situation as me. Smoke your rock and shut up, dude.
Right. So for my video, I call it on the thumbnail plus size accusations.
Yeah, I just kept it simple and sweet. I ain't want to go in like that, but
No, I'm
in
going
this
in.
video, yeah,
Hey, matter of fact, as soon as you end this video, I'm gonna go live.
I'm gonna be over there right now. We about to end it in a couple of seconds though, but yeah, I'm gonna be over there. Tag team back again. Whoop, there it is.
Whoop,
But the
there
moral
it
of the
is.
yeah, the moral of the story is Lizzo, she ought to be ashamed of herself because it's so much work, it's so much videos that we can be out here showing her as evidence in the courtroom. And I hope these three individuals get the compensation that they need. And I hope that she never I hope those people never go through the situation again because anybody who built like Lizzo or act like Lizzo or trying to be a minstrel show character to the white supremacists like Lizzo and to the higher powers to not be out here being a superstar, let alone even being a getaway driver from a robbery at a Dunkin' Donuts, let alone a fast food restaurant. So this just goes to show you that heavy situations and big giant stories like this need to be reported on. Cause if you don't report on stories like this, it's liable to break your back, and you're gonna be out for 6 to 12 months, getting workman's compensation, going on stories like this. So the moral of the story is Lizzo just need to shut the fuck up, and she don't need to say nothing else about being a body positive person when you out here shaming fat people such as yourself and doing alleged sexual acts in Amsterdam at the red light district. So you was out here getting your freak on while you was balancing a pack of bacon on your back. So this just goes to show you that Lizzo ain't shit and ain't never gonna be shit. She just gonna be another minstrel show character out here in the entertainment industry for these white folks.
What the hell is BGBT? Big girl, big time? What the fuck is that?
I think that's an off-brand Tubi show that she had on Tubi or something, because you know how Tubi get down.
What the fuck is big girls? I know BG's big girls. But what the fuck is BGBT?
It sounds
Is
like an
the
invasive. Hey, that sounds like an invasive angles porno that they never released.
Yeah, right? The fuck is BGBT?
She spelled it with 3 R's. I'm like, this bitch don't even know how to spell GIRLS, not GRRRLS. I'm like, this bitch got the brain power of a pre-K student. Like, come on now. I done
Oh, that's what
seen
it is. Big girl. Grrr. That's what it looked like.
she
Like
making
a
dog
fucking growling, like a growling tiger.
she making
Grrr.
she making dog sounds like she's DMX out here.
Shit, that's what she looked like. Hey, she looked like one of them bull masters when the pork chop being dangled around. Grrr. Big girl, big torn. That
Yeah,
was
that's
stand
what
for
all.
BGBT.
Yeah, but
All
that's
right.
all I have to say about this heavy set situation. I'm glad I rock bottom this motherfucker and laid it down for the 3 count. Your final thoughts, brother LB, before we go in and give her some more seconds.
Um. Yeah. The back of your neck looked like a 8 count Oscar Mayer hot dog pack. That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. With that being said, shout out to you, Chic Knight. Shout out to my main man, my OG, one of my first day supporters, LB. Go subscribe to his channel, the political and sports channel of LB. And shout out to everybody too. Shout out to the haters too. And shout out to you too, Liz, because without you, I wouldn't have stories like this to report on. Y'all coons and y'all Sambos keep me busy. Cause I know they keep LB busy on the political channel and him doing like the sports stuff when these people out here be going off balance, just like her weight and just like her credit score and just like her blood pressure. But this just goes to show you that y'all keep us so busy and we out here spitting the truth that we got to report on this stuff, man. We just can't let Tim Z and all these other mainstream media formats and people on Twitter and YouTube take up all the bacon and just leave us with nothing but scraps. So we got to get some of the food too. We just can't let all the fat phobic individuals like Lizzo get all the bacon grease. We got to get some of it too.
That's right.
Okay, with that being said, I'm going to end the video. Be on the lookout for LB's live stream. He's going to be doing that in a little while. I will be over there tag teaming and trying to put this bitch in a crippler crossface for a couple of more minutes. But that just goes to show you that Lizzo is a minstrel show character. I do not agree with her in any shape, any way, shape, or form. You know, get it, weight, shape, form, fashion. But this just goes to show you that you can't trust people like this when you out here talking about you're a body positive person and you out here talking fat phobic, anti-fat rhetoric to your workers. So that's all I have to say. Tell me what y'all think in the chat. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I will make this video 18 plus because I don't want YouTube giving me a warning or trying to give me a strike. So I'm going to do that just to be on the safe tip, and I'm just going to keep the video well balanced and well structured. So like, share, comment, subscribe, and remember, no story is heavier enough to stop Eric Johnson. I can take all the weight, I can take all the pounds, I can take all the tons. So that's all I have to say. Thank y'all for looking at the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.